Tony, thanks. More now on that large tree that was toppled by the wind on Nichols Street in Cranston.
And it knocked out power to dozens of people, and it may be a while before they get their power back. Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russum continues our pinpoint weather team coverage live now from Cranston with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom.
We are on Nichols Street in Cranston, where crews are continuing to clean up this mess that this tree left behind, knocking out a power line, taking out all of the power. National Grid is right behind me, working to put in a brand new utility pole after this tree fell down at around 2:30 this afternoon, taking out that utility pole as we mentioned. Take a look at the top of the tree across the street here. That is the wind that knocked down this tree a short time ago. We have a few different things that we're looking at. We've been keeping an eye on across the street where this tree fell. As you can see, we spoke with that man who lives right across the street. He was in the backyard when he heard this tree fall.
We've had worse winds that nothing's ever happened, but you know, the wind catches it at the right time. That's its time. It's time to go.
And as we mentioned, we have one utility pole that snapped, a few others bent. This one bent, taking out the top of the utility pole all the way up. That utility pole is still standing, but crews are working to get that other one that snapped back in shape to get the power back on. Coming up new at 6, we will show you how some of these neighbors are trying to combat the problem of no power. Live in Cranston with the Mobile Newsroom, Perry Russum, Eyewitness News.
Areas are experiencing strong winds from Hermine that have knocked out power and left trees toppled.
In Cranston, a massive tree was taken down by today's winds. Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russum is live in Cranston from the West Bay Mobile Newsroom with more details for us.
National Grid is working to get the power back on for this block. A utility pole snapped as the wind knocked down a tree. The cleanup on Cranston's Nichols Street consumes the whole block. The top of the downed tree is laying on Dennis Cristofaro's front yard.
Something that you don't hear all the time, and when I heard it, I knew something was wrong.
He says he was in his backyard when the tree fell hours ago.
All of a sudden, I heard a crack, and it sounded like lightning. I couldn't even imagine what it was. I ran out front and saw the tree on the ground. Naturally, it happened in seconds.
The power has been shut off on the block. Neighbors say they're expecting electricity to be out well into the night, forcing them to start up the generators.
I think it was a couple of years ago we had something like this, you know, a little hurricane or something. But we don't want to use them, that's for damn sure, you know, so. But it's good to have.
The damage is minimized to the wooden utility poles, power lines, and ripped up sidewalk. No people were in the tree's path.
That tree is going to come down one way or another, by man or by nature, and here it is, it come down by nature.
Well, it appears we're about to experience another front of some of this weather. The wind has just picked up, and now it's starting to rain lightly. We're live in Cranston with the Mobile Newsroom. Perry Russum, Eyewitness News.